guys, it's Anne here. This week's question comes in from an anonymous follower, and she's asking how she can overcome her lack of confidence. And so she's trying to get her programs and services out into the world, and she's just really fearful because she has a lot of lack of confidence in her skill set and in her ability to really provide value. And so my response to this is, if you have a lack of confidence, it's usually something to do with internal. So I guess my question would be for you to take a few moments to sit back and reflect on how you're really showing up into the world, what you're offering. Maybe get a pen and paper and just write down what you really desire. So what do you want to provide to your audience? How do you want to show up and work with them? And how do you really want to be of service? And when you can get the clarity on what you are really, really passionate about, putting it out into the world and putting yourself out there can be a lot easier, right? So if you have a lack of confidence, it's usually because either you are not really feeling into what you are offering. So maybe you are copying it from someone else, or you're just doing what other people are doing. Maybe you're testing the waters to kind of see what works. But in either case, whether it be one of those or something else, we usually have a lack of confidence when we're trying to put something out there that's not really resonating with us, right? So it's not something we've really, it's not work that's come through us, right? So it's something that's coming through from somebody else, rather it be what your parents have told you or what someone else is guiding you to do, or if it's you just not being really sure on how you want to show up into the world, and so instead you are just kind of feeling the waters and you're pulling from the hip and you're just kind of creating and throwing things out there to see what sticks. So I would say that the first step in getting that confidence is to really get clear with who you really are. What is it that you want to be putting out into the world? How do you want to be serving? And make sure that that aligns with the people that you are helping and supporting, right? So usually that's where a lack of confidence can step in. And then another thing I would like you to look at in terms of having a lack of confidence would really just be, what are you resisting? So you're probably resisting something, right? You probably have some sort of fear around, is it what people are going to think about you? Do you fear that you're not really truly an expert in your area of expertise? Do you feel like maybe the pressure to be the next it girl or to be as good as someone else out there? Do you feel like usually there's some internal stuff that you're struggling with that will cause you to really feel like you're not an expert, or that you're not good enough to be out there, or that you are not good enough to help somebody else. And so my biggest tip around that is that you only need to be one step ahead of the people that you're helping. You don't have to be 5, 10, 15, 20 steps ahead, right? You only need to be one step. So if you've already gone through A and B and now you're at C, the people that you're helping that are not at C yet, so maybe they're at A or B, if you can help them get to C, then you're an expert in that area, and you are able to support them and help them. So you only need to be one step ahead of the people that you're trying to help. And so it's going to be really important for you to know that, and that's going to help build up your confidence, because if you're helping people who are at B and you're only at A, then yeah, you're going to have a real lack of confidence in how much you can really serve them, because it's going to feel like, you're not in a better place to be able to support them, right? So I would feel into that a little bit and see if that's coming up for you, if that's resonating with you. And finally, I guess I would say that, so a lack of confidence can come from those mix of things, but I also think that it's going to be important for you to really find out what it is that you're resisting and where that's coming from, and sit with that and write it down. Write down what comes up for you and work through that. And another thing too is community is going to be really important, because business is hard and you can't go at this alone, and you should have a support group, whether it's a mentor or a mastermind group or just a Facebook group community where you can get some support, some motivation, encouragement, maybe a place where you can go if you have some things coming up for you and you have some questions or a lack of clarity, or you're feeling like, not really confident, and maybe you just need a booster, right, to kind of get you back into gear. Community and support, mentor, coach, or mastermind or Facebook group is going to be really important so that you have an outlet, a place to go and kind of breathe and vent and get some positive feedback and encouragement. So that's really going to be something that you'll want, so that you can really work through these things as they come up, because they're going to continue to come up. And each time you have a growth, you're going to have a lack of confidence, you're going to have fear, you're going to have doubt, you're going to have resistance, and all of those things each time you grow. So it's going to be important that you have support to kind of help work you through that as those things come up. And so I hope that this helped, but please leave any questions that you have below the video, or if you have any comments or any other suggestions to help. But that is some of the things that I do to work through my lack of confidence, and it's really, really going to be beneficial for you to dig deep and really see what's coming up for you and what's going on and where that lack of confidence is coming from, and then get yourself the right support to really help guide you through that, and keep you moving forward. So until next time, ladies, we'll speak soon. Bye-bye.